Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome back. So, at the moment, because we have a couple players that are going to be late, we will, I do have some other stuff that we can do, so don't worry about that, but this will be fun. So, early morning. Nox, you wake up in the early morning.
Relief.
And there is someone standing in your doorway.
Who it be?
Is it me?
It is the delivery boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this group gets everywhere.
And he goes, I have a letter personally for you. And he hands out an envelope.
Nox would just groggily just gesture him over with a grabby hand, give it to you.
He hands it to you and he says, well, I'm off. And he walks out of the room.
That's
I
an
imagined
improvement.
it
He's
as
now
just,
walking
like-
out instead of just vanishing.
He's always walked out.
No, usually
Oh,
you
yeah,
blink
but
and he's
then
gone.
when you look away, he's gone.
Well, that's because he's in the doorway to the actual dorm.
Yes.
That is an extra dimensional dorm that connects to thousands of other dorms.
I literally never made that connection.
That door connects to hundreds of dorms.
Come over. Okay, moving on.
As you open the letter, it reads, Dante, I have just been informed that you have returned to the University of Skills. I hope everything is going well. I do not know how you got there so quickly. We will be arriving at the dock in the university in the next couple of weeks. I could not get a hold of Dante, as I sent a message a couple of days ago. I hope he is doing well. Isaiah.
I think you meant to say Nox at the beginning of the letter.
Yeah, you did say Dante at the beginning. I was like, this is a letter to Dante.
Oh,
addressed to
sorry.
me.
I
Yeah.
meant to say it's for Nox.
It's all good.
Brain. There is a second page. The second page reads,
This
Dear Nox,
is- Oh, okay.
I have arrived back at my home in the university before the ship. I wish to discuss what happened in the ruins. The cat lady.
Oh, you weren't kidding when you were like, you're gonna deal with trauma from all angles.
At the other end of the room, you see Catface kind of stretch at the end of your bed and is like, what's up?
Complications. Though,
Fun complications?
I doubt it. However, we will be going to see Cat Lady Catface.
Oh, I don't know. Too many cats.
True. Have you got anywhere with figuring out how to uncat yet?
I don't know.
Good stuff. Well, I can now cat, so maybe I can teach you to uncat.
What is your... I just wanna... Let me just look at your character sheet for 1 second. I just want to see if that passed or not. Oh, it didn't.
Oh god, did he just inside the crap out of me?
No, no, you incited the crap out of him. Passively.
Oh, okay, cool.
He, seems to not want to talk about this topic. It seems like he's trying to hide something, but you don't know what.
Okay. Everything okay, Catface?
Fine.
No, it's not easy to lie to me, right? Very well. In your own time.
I wake up.
Damn it.
I wake up. I grab a rabbit out of my bag.
Not out of your hat.
Cheep, 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 cheep.
It's still alive. Listen, I just don't question why I have so much. I just want this to be a thing.
He's got an extra dimensional rabbit farm in his bag.
Exactly.
Yeah, essentially that. It's not gonna be of any use in like combat. It's not gonna be of any use in other shit.
That's cool
It's
with me.
just for this. Yeah.
That's totally cool with
when
me,
you
because
wake
Nox hates
up,
rabbits.
in the grogginess of your vision before you grab that bunny, you kind of like look up, and for a second, you think you see a woman at the end of your bed. And when you blink to clear your eyes and to become more focused, they are gone.
Really?
Damn it. I continue on. I feel sad for a sec. I get up and I go to the kitchen and chop the rabbit's skin off and throw it in its nose. And I pet it down the middle. And I walked over to Nox's room and I knocked on the door.
I genuinely thought you said you cut its head off, throw the head away, and then you pet it down the middle. I'm like, it's a bit.
Oh no. I sliced it down the middle.
That
And
makes more sense. A lot more sense.
yeah.
It's like, why are you petting a headless rabbit? You got issues.
Yeah, I mean
More than you know.
yeah. Honestly, he probably pet it like once or twice before slicing it in half. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whenever you pet Nox, he's gonna panic.
Immediately, every instinct in your body is just...
Something's wrong. Okay, well, Nox's door would be open from the messenger and Catface, but you would sort of sit up in bed and just sort of like wave you in. Still holding the letter.
I walk towards him. I put my hand out with one half of the rabbit.
Breakfast in bed.
As soon as he grabs it, I just walk away. No words. I just walk in, hand
Give
out
him
with the
half a
rabbit,
rabbit,
and then walk out.
I mean,
Cafe's
almost
kind of
makes him
like
suspicious.
leans over to you and is like, "Are we gonna keep him, or what's going on?"
If he does that every morning, he can stay as long as he likes. And he would just start chewing on the leg.
Okay.
You okay?
No, I'm good. I got up earlier and ate.
What do you even eat these days? Have you developed a taste for cat food yet?
I eat things.
Nox would narrow his eyes out.
In the woods.
You eat things in the woods.
Hold on. Has Skari had a conversation with the cat yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I love that. But I walked out. The cat didn't say anything until I left.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have eyed
I
the
never
cat
even
like
heard
it
it.
was the next
Yeah.
meal, would you?
Yeah, to your knowledge, cats do not talk.
Yeah,
Oh, it tastes good.
maybe. I mean, if you're in a pickle and you really need some food. I've probably eaten at least one.
Nox
Or
can't
the
judge
fucking
such things.
wasteland equivalent of the cat.
Meerkat.
So are we going to Cat Lady's
Fucking-
house?
I guess so.
Alright. I don't want to stay here with weird guy.
Not entirely sure I should leave him here unattended. I'm wondering if he should come with.
It could be interesting. Last time was very interesting.
Yeah. Alright. Let me get dressed. Yeah, Nox said, get up and get ready.
Wait, if you're not dressed, does that mean Skari saw you without your hood on?
Oh, Christ, yeah.
So, describe your character.
Bugger. I didn't even think about that. It didn't even occur to me.
I don't think
So did
Catface...
the mailman.
Catface doesn't care. The mailman
No.
doesn't really care.
And I suppose Skari wouldn't understand the significance of actually seeing him with his hood off because he hasn't known him very long. Though how he would have reacted, I don't know. So Nox has very dark, slate grey skin. He has pure white, a mane of pure white hair, which is like, think like Madara Uchiha from Naruto.
Oh
or
my
something.
god.
Thick
Cool.
white, yeah, thick white mane of hair that is quite long. Probably goes just over halfway down his back. And two black, almost onyx-looking horns that go back and curve around back towards the front. No, they start at the front and curve around to the back and sort of spiral a little bit.
Skari,
So,
as you would have left him, because you left him so abruptly, I'm going to fill in the blank here.
okay.
You gave him the rabbit, and when you for a moment recognized him as a tiefling. And then you
Oh no.
kind of went, but he has the legs of a satyr,
Which is very un-tiefling.
which is very untiefling.
Well, I mean, he could have. He could just be a gray satyr with super long horns.
Yes, but with white hair, that's not common at all.
Neither is glowing eyes.
Neither is glowing eyes. So more so you left abruptly to more so think on your own as to what is this person? Is he evil? Is he good? What's going on?
Oh, jeez. Can I do? Oh, jeez. The problem is with these, I would have advantage for for Fae, which would be satyrs, and fiends, undead. So Dampiers aren't dead.
They're not technically that, but
Yeah. But Fae would be for the satyrs, and fiends would be for tieflings, I would know.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Both of those. What kind of check would I do to...
This isn't something that you would be able to check. This is something that you would have to discover for yourself over a period of time. Due to the fact of how complicated this is.
Because I'm not sure 100% that he's tiefling and therefore demonic, because I'm not good with demons at all.
Interesting. Have you seen see his ability? Because you'll probably think that's pretty demonic.
You haven't done it to him yet.
Yeah.
Or I haven't done it in front of him either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very much I'm not 100% sure that he is that, so I'm not gonna do anything like that. So I need to gather more information first.
Yep.
Yeah. And I munch on my rabbit while I cut. I go to my room before I eat. Take off the mask and eat it. And then put the mask back on before I...
Do you want me to go get him to come with you? Or us?
Given his
Also-
penchant for rabbits, I'm not sure you should speak around him anytime soon.
But he might see me as sentient.
Or he might see you as food.
Alright, you do the talking. And he kind of hops up onto your shoulder.
I did get up and throw his cloak on and whatnot. Put up for works as usual. And then he would head out and say, I've had some business come up. 2 letters from 2 things that need to be addressed fairly soon. I don't suppose you fancy coming with.
Well, until I get anything back from that thing about getting into the restricted section, I don't have anything better to do. So
Well, one of the contacts that I'm going to see is knowledgeable in some strange ways. Never knows, might know something.
Well, then maybe they can help.
By the way, how are you with talking cats?
What?
Talking cats.
Cats don't talk.
Hello.
Why? Why are you?
I don't know.
Apparently, he was a druid
Good
who
answer.
hadn't quite grasped getting back.
So he used some sort of magic, and it went horribly wrong. Expected.
Oh shit.
Magic isn't all bad.
As Catface kind of goes, to Scary, saying like, oh, magic going bad and whatnot. Nox, you recognize that he is not telling the truth.
I've never trusted cats anyway, so... We'll talk about this later. And he would turn and start to move off.
All right.
I'll follow it.
All right. So, 1 second, let me just write down my notes. You're both going. As Nox, you know the building well. Scary, as you approach this building, you can just see through the window as you go towards the door, just cats everywhere going into this house. And as Nox opens the door, you can see a bunch of heads kind of just turn as they're all laying down in like the sunlight from the windows. And just hundreds of cats. And you hear from the kitchen, "Oh, good, you're here. Tea is almost ready."
Nox would sort of just gesture Scary to one of the seats, probably filled with cats.
No, the table is in the kitchen, and if you remember correctly, the kitchen is devoid of cats. The kitchen is the one place in the building that has no cats in it.
She has standards on it.
Honestly, same.
Whilst she is getting the kettle and stuff, a cat poofs out of nowhere, and in its mouth is a bowl of sugar cubes that it puts down on the table and poofs away.
Nice. That makes a mental note not to touch the table.
Your cats have manners.
Oh yes, they are all very well behaved.
I think to myself, my daughter probably.
I'm sorry?
I think to myself, my daughter would have loved these.
As the cat lady puts the kettle on a little like cushion for the table, she goes, "Oh, I've never seen you before. What is your name, darling?"
I am Scary.
He's our latest stray.
Foreign from this land, are you not?
You could say that.
Haunted by a past.
Say
much
that.
like Nox here.
Not so haunted if you can't remember.
Well, more so losing of memory. But still haunted by the past, nonetheless. Have you come across anything? Any clues?
And Sidrick gave me some insights, but he's gone now.
Well, even so, those insights could prove fruitful. After all, they came from your own memories.
Yes, well, it was the Church of the Damned Saviors, some kind of experiment. But I'm not in too much of a rush to return to them to get information.
Those bastards?
Scary, you make a mental note of that Nox has been experimented on in the camp of possibly good person.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not his
That's
choice.
like,
to be
it's
the way
not
he is.
his fault that he's
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember something to do with a stone. And some very high up people in the Church of the Saviors in robes I've never seen before in public.
Yes. How is Catface doing?
I take it he's wandered off.
Yes. Fully.
Yeah.
Does
so
he
you would
have
say-
an actual name, or you guys just call it that?
Oh, it's-
I'm sure he has a name. Just
I get
no one
the feeling-
has discovered what it is yet.
where where I have forgotten my past, I get the feeling he's trying to forget his. He's certainly covering up a lot of things, and he's been very dishonest with me lately.
Or
I would say
have
I'm
you
not
simply
surprised,
just
that's not true.
noticed that he has been dishonest?
Also, while he's saying that about the whole wanting to forget his past and shit, I do like a Jim in the office look into the camera.
And you, Scary, your haunted past, has it come
What
to
about
haunt you? Voices in the
Yes.
night?
Oh, why? I
There
asked
is-
this of the
Literally says at that point, I wouldn't worry about that. Keck talks in his sleep all the time.
But there's an air around him.
He flaps in his sleep too.
Two figures. She kind of, the cat lady kind of winces at you, kind of focusing more clearly. And she's like, there's something different. Two figures. Both women of different ages.
Knox would turn his attention to Scary on this.
I am instinctively putting my hand towards my hilt of my greatsword.
Knox would probably make a little bit of a growl, but then pretty much figures that this crazy cat lady can take care of herself.
Anyways, I fear that maybe I have offended you. And I apologize.
I can hardly talk for prying out undivulged information, but give it time.
Nox, I do have a question for you.
I figured there was a reason you summoned me here.
Your abilities. How much do you know about them?
Now it's Nox's turn to be uncomfortable. To what extent are we talking?
I have a feeling that you've only realized one purpose for them. Peering into the memories. But
They
I
tend to
want
manifest defensively, so I don't always have the greatest control.
yes, but there is a point when you are talking to them, communicating with them. At that point, your actions are most communicated to the person. It is as if your voice is amplified throughout their entire soul. You have the ability to change people, their perspective on things, more so than you realize.
That sounds like something that I should be very careful about.
It could be used for good, though. After all, a small bit of advice is the only thing a person needs to feel better about themselves, or to not take the jump into a dangerous situation.
True, I have talked people down before.
Hashtag Dante.
Yeah.
Limited success, but you know what? It was better than nothing.
You can't help those who won't help
thing
themselves.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Catface, although he wants to forget his past, there is a part of him that wishes to remember, wishes to be proud of it. But he does not know how to show it.
Yeah, I got that impression, but it's not... I don't want to force the issue.
How do you know that forcing the issue isn't the right thing? A fracture within somebody only grows more with time and forgettingness, not facing up to the issue at hand, but letting it fester.
Well, I can attest to that.
So there's sugar cubes. Is there tea too?
Yes. Let me pour you a cup. I hope you do enjoy it. And she pours you a cup, just like appears out of nowhere in front of you, and she starts to pour you a cup. And she goes, I hope you enjoy it. It's made with moonflower and a bit of peppermint.
Hold on.
When you leave, that cup will turn back into a cat.
How did you make that cup appear?
I have my secrets. I have my own abilities, you know. I don't just let the cats do everything.
Frown at the question, because it's like magic is quite commonplace. So
yeah, but yeah. To me, it's nothing went wrong.
Yes.
That's suspicious.
Yeah. So although Nox wouldn't quite grasp that element of it, he would be surprised by just your
questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks at you again and goes, oh yes, you're from there. I'll let you in on a little secret. Magic works wonders outside of there. But only in there will magic never be your friend.
I sit for a moment with my mind being by that fact.
And she goes over to Nox and she goes, would you like some tea?
Yes.
And another cup appears out of nowhere and she starts to pour you some tea. And oh, It looks like there's another one of your friends outside. Come in, come in.
Okay.
As Zolgan enters the building.
Whoa!
And there are hundreds of cats across the floor between the doorway and frickin' kitchen.
Big cats, man.
I really, really wanted it, like, when Keck walked in, for all the cats to just suddenly turn and I am hungry.
But it's Zolgan that enters.
Zolgan.
I know. Would have been so good.
And as you approach Zolgan, she goes, "Take a seat." And you see a chair in front of you at the table.
Okay.
And goes, "Would you like some tea?"
Do you have beer?
I do not have any beer or any alcohol.
I'm good.
All right. And she puts down the tea kettle onto the little mat thing. I forget what it's called. You would use it more, Nox. No, it's the fluffy thing that keeps the kettle warm.
Oh, tea cozy.
Yeah, tea cozy. That's what it is. I knew you would know what I was talking about.
Both tea? Yes.
So
The inner British in you just knew it instinctively.
Yes. This is primal knowledge for a Brit.
As you sit down, she goes, "You're a new face as well. Come to join your companions?" You are definitely an interesting one, I will say. Very interesting.
What the fuck do you mean by that?
Hey, he wouldn't have said that. Well, are you talking to her?
Yeah, I'm talking to her.
You have done many deplorable acts in your past.
Uh-huh.
But there is still light within you. Even now, as you begin to deny it, or try to deny it, there is still a bit of light flickering.
I have no idea what you're talking about, lady. I'm obviously
You are
lying. I know what
searching for a treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Something out of grasp in the uncharted lands. Your goal lies.
That would raise an eyebrow from Nox.
And me.
Okay.
You got two eyebrows, but from different people.
So the Uncharted lands, you say?
There is a person on your mind who you wish to kill.
Other eyebrow goes up.
I'm still at one eyebrow.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. Your past is but short from my memory and from what I can peer, but it is full of longing.
I want to grab the person and bring him close and be like, "How do you know all this?"
As you try to reach and across the table and grab the cat lady, as your hand goes to connect, it phases right through her. And she goes,
What is this
"That
magic?
wasn't polite, was it now?"
Yeah, how do you know all the stuff? How do you know?
I know all.
You know all. Interesting.
The cats tell me everything I need to know.
Oh no, it's a good thing you followed it up with that, because a whole knowing all being is very much a godlike being. And I don't like the gods either.
Wait, so did you know I was gonna pull you in close? You know that?
I have defense mechanisms for everything. I don't have to know for myself to become incomparable to your hand.
Don't bring up my fucking past, please. Alright?
Understandable.
I get off the table and fucking walk away.
Are you leaving the building, or are you...
I'm not leaving, I'm just pissed off and I just left the, just the area where she's at and she's sitting. I just leave that.
Okay, so you go
I can
into
just
the...
imagine how.
Go into the living room filled with cats.
Yeah, practically.
Many of the cats are kind of just... Most of the cats are just like... They look at you for a minute, and then they turn back, and they kind of just like... laying in the sunlight from the two big windows that are beaming into the living room. They kind of just, like, ignore you, mostly.
Yeah.
Nox, you should talk to him sooner rather than later. It could prove useful to your quest.
That would definitely get a quizzical look.
Did your eyebrows go down yet, or?
What
Yeah, they
I
went back
mean...
when
Okay.
you go.
What I mean to say is that it might shed light onto a matter that everyone assumes to be true, and no one dares to question its legitimacy.
Nox's eyes kind of unfocused for a while as he's clearly sort of deep in thought, and then he just starts to sort of nod absently.
I would suggest you do so your way compared to
Okay.
the normal way. I
Bypass all defenses.
do not know how much he knows of you. And she kind of glances over at Skari.
Oh, we're talking about him.
No. She glances over after after saying, I do not know how much he knows of you.
Oh, okay. Well, he's the only one in the whole group who's seen me without hood on.
And
I
how
am?
did that go?
I
And
am?
how did that go?
Surprisingly unresponsive. He just walked backward. And
His mind
if he
is
was-
clouded at the moment. He might
was
still
that
be
word.
deciding on what to do.
He wouldn't have come with me if he was that worried, sure.
Maybe not. Maybe so.
I mean, I am right here, so
We know.
I mean,
Bear in mind that these two have probably got different ways of communicating.
probably.
So then,
No, I'm saying that out loud.
I'll ask you bluntly then. What do you think of him? That
Nox
you've
would
seen him
very
without
slowly
the hood.
turn his head and sort of just like regard him with a very kind of unreadable expression.
I'm Not entirely sure of his nature yet.
Nature depends on what's in front of you, what they have to.
That is true. However, your true nature also shines through in everyday interactions, Knox. You mustn't forget that. Nor you, Skari. As you are deeming to pass judgment upon another, you must not only take their actions with others, but their actions in all situations.
Listen, I appreciate the tea. But I think, I need to get some information, Miss Knows All.
What information are you looking for, darling?
So I have a question, player to DM. What was I looking for when I was trying to get into the fucking restricted section? Because that's been a thing, and I don't know what I was meant to be looking for. So I'm asking, like, player to DM.
Give me a second. I gotta text it to you privately.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
intrigued, man. I've been fucking. The second you said that you did the hunt down some like secret book.
I've been needing
so
to know
interested.
what the fuck this
I've been
is.
so interested in what the fuck this is, man.
I've just been playing as I need this information. I don't know what it is, but I need it, obviously. I guess the simplest way to ask this was for the information without giving too much away would be asking how to get to the demons.
There is no simple way. The world tree is guarded by both demons and angels from crossing into each other's realm. There is a neutral zone, but with the rifts that have been opening, I fear as though the angels' defenses are not as formidable as they were once said to be. I do not know how they are doing it. All I can say is that you would have to go through a rift when it appears. Other than that, I do not know.
Hold on. You said the angels' defenses, correct?
Yes. Well, I use angel loosely. They are heavenly bodies, mainly Fae, who protect the Fae wilds, as well as the rest of the world tree from demonic influence.
And would someone like me have trouble getting to where the Fae are?
Oh yes, very much so. The Feywild and the Shadowfell are cut off from all worlds. They are to be the yin and yang of the world tree itself, not involving themselves with either good nor evil.
Because my whole thing of my creature type being a Fey.
The Feywilds can call to people and allow them entry. However, that has not happened in over 1,000 years. As for any other method, I do not know. I doubt any written book will ever say different.
Damn it.
It is okay.
Would Nox have heard all that?
With this group, who you are with, I have no doubts in my mind that you will meet your goal in the end.
I hope so.
Nox, you would have heard all this.
It'd be quietly listening.
Yes.
I sip my tea very loudly.
I would look at her and say, you want to discuss something that happened in the village.
Oh, yes. Does Isaiah know yet? I feared you would say that. When Isaiah arrives in a couple of days, I think it best... Huh?
He said a couple of weeks. Don't make it days. That's evil.
Oh, a couple of weeks. Sorry. I didn't write that down. Sorry. In a couple of weeks. I fear as though you should talk to him and tell him what has happened. Isaiah was not only Dante's first mate, he was sort of a surrogate father at times.
Do you have any idea what he will do if he knows what happened? Or are you more...
If she stops you and says, he does not need to know the whole truth.
Nox would not solemnly.
Just that he died.
Closure.
Don't let him wander around looking for him.
You will worry.
He was more worried than I was. As well as the fact, where did you two get off coming here in a matter of minutes? From a couple from like weeks away.
Oh, that.
We
I would say
waited
I wasn't there.
for
I
like
wasn't there.
a month.
That's just Nox.
I would,
No.
I would
Oh,
say
we
to
talked
her, I'd hold my hand up to just beside the side of her head, and I'd say, I think I can show you, like you understand it better.
Show me what?
You asked how we got here.
Huh? I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
You asked how we got here so fast.
She stops and thinks for a moment, and she says, did it involve a sigil?
He would bring his hand back down to the table, narrow his eyes slightly, and say, "You really do know everything, don't you?"
The cats tell me all.
Yes, it involved a sigil of an ancient adventurers guild. It linked directly to the Grand Library.
Yes. Yen Sidrick set those up years ago. After they had fallen, he had hoped that he could rebuild in those areas. Unfortunately, the ones that were torn down now can never be used.
I'd love to find some still active. Be very handy for getting around.
Oh, I had the cats for getting around. How do you think I got here so quickly?
True. Yes, that never occurred to me, actually. You were there, too.
Yes, I was your chef.
I suppose I don't get particularly surprised when you just appeared.
Well, you shouldn't be. Isaiah asked me to come along as a favor.
I'm gonna
that
go-
favor ended with Dante.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the. Be like, excuse me,
Yes, darling.
for a sec. I'll be back in a sec. I'm gonna go to the other room with the Zalgan.
Oh, yes. Oh, look at the time. You all should be getting going. It's nearly sundown.
What?
As you look outside the window in the first time, in what felt like minutes, you see that it is indeed almost sundown.
Wait, when we went in, it was, what, afternoon?
Morning.
It was morning. It was morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, sure doesn't time fly? Now remember, and she winks at you, Knox.
He would not. Sheepishly.
Alright,
Goatishly.
go on.
Why are you flirting with the?
No,
And-
it's more like the fact that she knows more than she should, kind of thing.
Mm.
And it puts him on edge.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not flirting with the ancient old man.
Okay, because he nods sheepishly. Ooh, spicy.
Not coyly.
Yeah.
And you all travel back to the dorm
Without the lady.
without the lady.
It's not taking her back to his place.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay. Just checking.
Worst thing is, if she wanted to go back, there's probably nothing Knox could do to stop her. She just appears wherever she wants.
That is
They're
also
like-
true.
She'd be there in like full lingerie. What's up, sweetie?
So, I'm gonna go and, eat. Catface
I
says
mean-
to you. Knox, you have, like, major red flags going off at this statement.
So, if I'm sat in my room and he's also in my room at the point that he says this,
Mm-hmm.
I would just wave my hand, use thaumaturgy, and shut the door. Wait.
About what?
Something's clearly not right.
Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong.
one uses the word fine when everything's okay.
Maybe
Dun, dun,
everything's good.
dun.
You have seen what I can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yet you continue to lie to me.
I'm not lying, it's, nothing's wrong.
I mean, and you'd sort of like pat the, it'd sit cross-legged on the bed and sort of pat the bit in front of him.
He knows what is coming, and he kind of lowers his head sheepishly, and he makes his way into your lap.
Everyone's asleep today. Damn.
So Nox would just like, if he curls up in Nox's lap, Nox would pet him for a while, and then after a short amount of time, he would basically, it'd continue the physical motion of petting him, but he would encroach into Catface's mind. The first time he's ever actually done this with Catface.
You venture into his mind.
Not like in a really, you're not like his harsh, invasive way, but he'd try and...
No.
After what the cat lady said, he's trying to do it in a more relaxed, let it happen kind of way.
And as instead of being bombarded by memories this time, you find yourself within Catface's subconscious easily, without having to berate your ways through memories flashing towards you to try to get you out. You just easily slip right in. And as you look around, you see where normally it's like an empty void, but you see as cracks are forming almost like around the walls of this subconscious space. And some are being fixed slowly, but then more cracks are going on. And as you turn around in the corner of your subconscious is a child, curled up in a ball, crying. A tiefling child.
So...
That's why. Oh, that's a way to do it so that you wouldn't get killed. Like,
Nox would shrug his cloak off.
To be more specific, he looks about the age of 7.
Yeah. But Nox would shrug his cloak off because he would imagine that this might be why Catface liked him, because he saw some kind of familiarity there. And he would go over to him.
He's kind of curled up and he's repeating the same phrase over and over again. It wasn't my fault. I didn't mean to fall in. I just want to go home.
Alrighty, so with that, let's see how good his charisma saves are while I'm in his head. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on him.
Give me 1 second.
spicy. Oh, I remember when I did Calm Emotions.
Alrighty. Can you put Calm Emotions in the chat, please? As the first roll of the night. The first roll that people are doing for the night.
Let me just... I need to put beyond 20 back. I always...
It's a charisma saving throw, right?
It is a charisma 14 save, I believe. A moment and I will link it. Alright. Spells. Focus, focus.
It is a 9.
Sort of bad.
He's still crying, but he is not as defensive as before. And you see as you see the world around you, the cracks kind of are starting to heal a little bit faster, but more cracks are still being made.
So, after casting that, he would pick him up, and then sit cross-legged on the floor, and sort of sit him on his lap in kind of the same place that cat face was.
He
Can't call you. Hang on.
grasps onto you and he's like, I'm sorry, it wasn't my fault.
So, I can't call you Catface anymore because you're not a cat. You have a name.
He kind of like clears like tears from his eyes and he's like, morose.
Fitting. And what is it happened? What is it that you guard so closely that it's destroying your own world?
I fell in the rift. Daddy told me not to get so close, but I fell in.
And ended up in a world that dislikes tieflings.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your fault, surely.
But I got too close.
Accidents happen. You're alive. And it doesn't mean you can't necessarily go back one day. But you are going to struggle to find a way back if you keep staying your life as a cat. You can't ask for help if you don't tell people what the problem is.
You see cracks are forming a lot less frequently. And he goes, I didn't become a cat on my own.
Nox would, still holding him, he would stand up and kind of go a few paces forward. And then he would say, recall the memory you can show me.
As he brings forth the memory, more cracks begin to form a lot more rapidly than before. And you see, as the memory itself, even as you're experiencing this memory, cracks are just appearing and disappearing and are flashing and unflashing in front of you. And you can see as this is literally shattering him, as he is recalling the memory of the Church of the Saviors mutilating his body and turning him into a cat.
I see. Nox would sort of sweep his hand and dissipate the memory, and then swing his hand back as like a mist had come back, and it would show the memory he has of himself being in a similar situation. Oh dear.
I know. There were more. Many more. Of me, that is. That got the same treatment.
As that sends a wave of anger through Nox, it would probably tint the sort of dissipated light in this world, a bit of a flash of red before he calms himself again. Well,
As that happens, more cracks begin to form again.
how about we do something about it rather than hide from it?
But I can't. I'm just a mistake. Nothing I do, nothing I can do will fix anything. I'm stuck this way.
If they made you this way, there must be ways to undo it.
I don't know.
Neither do I, but we can find out.
But there is something. When I first came to the university, I found the cat lady.
She worries about you.
She wanted me to show you something when the time was right.
Nox had stopped, because he's sort of been walking around slowly, carrying him. He would stop for a moment. Is that so? And do you feel that that is now?
I think so, but I don't know.
Nox had carefully put him back down on the floor and sort of kneel in front of him. Well, we can always decide that together.
And he flashes the memory in front of you. And as he is replaying this memory, you can see in his face just the pain of having to remember this, but also the feeling that he needs to show you this. And what he shows you is essentially, he shows you a world in which tiefling are the only race. There are many, many different kinds, many different shapes and forms of tiefling, many different colors and with different abilities. But you see a world like your own. People laughing, crying, playing, enjoying their lives, getting by day to day. And you realize that tieflings aren't inherently evil. They're just like normal people.
They're just discriminated against.
And as the memory fades, he goes, I don't know. And you can see him kind of revert, almost. He's like starting, like, as you progressed, he's now like reverted back on himself, and you can see cracks starting to form again.
I would send another calm emotions.
It's not that he isn't calm, he's calm, but it's the memory has triggered something that is starting to revert him.
You miss home.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it you attached yourselves to our little group?
I saw you.
Yet you still feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you needn't. Even if you don't want the others to know, you can talk to me. You know I've been through similar problems, and you know why I wear the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So, Maybe I shouldn't wear it so much and start to try and change people's opinions of your race.
With that, he hugs you, and at your feet, you see that it is like a whirling change within his subconscious, where it was dark and cloudy beforehand. It turns, the floor spirals into grassland, and the sky is full of blue light with puffy clouds adorning it. And you exit his mind.
Alex would just sort of like take a deep breath and just continue petting him for a while. And think on what he's seen. Probably just filter a little bit of healing magic through while he's petting him just to make it more relaxing.
Okay, and now I can update Catface's Kenka bio.
I thought I'd talk putty tat.
I am a putty tat.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god.
To add his real name instead of Catface as his name.
Everyone else is still gonna call him Catface, you know that, right?
Oh yes, but I'm going to officially change it in there as Meros. Meros is how you spell it for note-taking purposes.
That's a morose.
I definitely spelled that wrong. I spelled it like one from Warcraft.
That's a morose.
That's a morose. That's a morose.
The two of you, as the night has kind of gone on, you kind of both have been like keeping an eye on Nox's door as it kind of just slammed shut for some reason. And it's been closed for quite a while.
I take a rabbit out of my bag.
It's like he's feeding something at the zoo.
And I'm like, hey, you want some rabbit? To Zalgan.
No. I don't want some rabbit. No.
I'm holding it. It's still alive, by the way.
Roar, Wrigley.
You sure?
No, I'm good, man.
More for me.
I'm trying to focus right now. I turn around, take out map, and I mark the middle of the map is where I'm supposed to mark it.
Yep. Well, you had already marked it beforehand.
You already had a marking in the Uncharted lands.
Yeah. So that
You're
just
good.
confirmed 100% that it was there. So.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well. What do you...
I'm going... what's up?
You said that you needed something from the restricted area, right?
Yeah. But...
Is there anything specific, or...?
I was looking for a book, but now I got some information that might be, Hey, you want to go find some demons?
I'm actually kind of looking for one right now.
Oh.
But, yeah.
I mean, if you want, we could look for demons together. I like how this is like awkwardly asking on a date.
Like,
Oh my god, I thought you'd never ask.
Ring the church bells. Get these two wed to the church.
hand on one knee. Will you hunt demons with me for the rest of our lives?
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh my god, really? I mean, I've been really needing someone to go kill demons with, and it's a lot, you know. It's just.
But yeah, I tell him, yeah, I'd like that.
I just I can just picture this slight like emotional welling up, and then he just sort of like shrugs it off because yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, dude, let's go hunt down some demons.
At this time, Nox, you have now you're now hungry, and you're now going and leaving your room.
It's on the prowl, dude.
Hey, we're about to
Question
go ahead.
is, are you wearing your hood?
Damn right.
Ooh.
Well, I've got my cloak on. Because he took it off in Moros's mind. He was wearing it in his.
Well, yes, I know he was wearing it physically.
I suppose he would step out with the cloak on, but the hood down. He's gonna start trying to make good on what he said.
I mean, to be fair, for
scary
me, that's
thing.
whatever. It might be weird for Zelgin. I'm not sure.
I would imagine it would be very, very freaking weird for Zelda.
Yeah, Zolgan, in front of you looks to be a tiefling.
What the fuck? Huh? Is that from Nox's room? Like
Yep.
when it came out from Okay.
So you'd recognize the cloak.
Yeah, you'd recognize the rest of the body, but you'd
Yeah.
see
And the
the
glowing eyes.
face and the glowing white eyes and the horns
Or
and
yellow.
the skin, and you would recognize it as a tiefling.
Oh.
That's
Which
a
to
big
you would.
illegal. That's a big illegal. Big illegal thing. No? That's
To you, that would be like a demon, essentially.
Yep.
So.
There's a demon right there. I look at look at Scary. I'm telling him there's a demon right there.
Oh no! Listen,
up?
I've studied demons a long time. He got scienced on by the church, so he's a church demon, which makes him different from the other demons.
Okay, not being very fucking smart, I just believe him. It's like, oh, okay.
Which, I mean, all of that is accurate, just very badly. I
Yep.
don't have a good charisma score.
Very
I'm gonna say
accurate.
I don't have a good charisma score.
That's like nailed the RP right there.
Like, I've got good intelligence, but I do not have a good charisma, so I think all the good things. I don't know how to say it.
I'm just like, yeah, okay. Interesting. Completely believe him. I just don't understand what's going on. I just know him as a demon. I'm just like, oh, okay. He's not a demon. He's a church demon, which is a good demon.
Then Catface speaks and is like, he's not a demon, but by your society, I would be.
I immediately pull out my greatsword. Like, it's
Not
on site.
Pardon me.
not
Sorry?
in I don't... Nox, explain.
He is not a demon. It is just a race that is... The people have superstitions against in this world, much like they would against them.
But you were experimented on.
Yes, but
He's a cat that's a demon. He just said.
He is not a demon. He was a tiefling that was absolutely mutilated by the Church of the Saviors until he became what you see before him. They abduct his kind and experiment on them, and spread lies about their race so that people will turn them over, giving them plenty more to experiment with. Now, if that were done to halflings, I'm sure you wouldn't stand for it. And as for you, you would look at Skari. Surely you can sense there's no demon in this one.
Do I?
Nope. You do not.
So
And also the problem is I do not like the church, but I also do not like demons. So very similar to Nox, it's kind of like a
Paradoxical.
Mm-hmm.
fuck. I got it. He's also a church demon.
Noct would look at Maurice and then look back at the others and be like, close enough. Not call that a victory.
close enough. You guys almost got it. It's fine.
And then he would just like hold his hand out to Skari and snap his fingers and just go rabbit.
Oh, I was about to get it ready. You would, cool. Like, I'm still holding the same
Yeah,
fucking
you're
rabbit.
still holding the rabbit.
Oh,
How
cool.
are you holding the rabbit? Are you holding it by its ears, by its neck?
My ears.
By the ears?
by-
Okay.
Like,
Because
kind
I
of...
would just imagine if you were like getting ready to like grab the greatsword and you were holding it by its neck, that you would have like crushed its neck by now. Just with your bare hands.
It's essentially just hanging off the bottom of the greatsword. Like, just by its ears, just a live rabbit there.
It's trying to get away, too, but it can't do anything.
While I've got this out, I'll just hold it and then lean the fucking... Oh my god, this is fucked. So you know, like, the paper cutter things in the
Yep.
offices?
Yep.
Yeah.
Those
I hold the
guillotine
rabbit.
little things.
I paper cut. I cut that off the rabbit. As if it's like a stack of papers in an office.
You do it quite well. Those things are quite efficient for a reason.
Seriously. Beautiful. Yeah, head off. I just throw him the body, and I'm like, I'll get some in a bit. Speaking of demons, you guys want to go hunt some non-church demons?
Yeah.
Any idea?
Burroughs kind of pops up and he's like, but weren't we supposed to go to the Church of the Saviors in a couple of days?
Everything days these days.
I thought it
time
was weeks.
passed. Well, yeah, that was a week from last session. Days have passed since last session and this session.
Ah. Oh, right, because otherwise everything would... No, yeah.
Yeah.
You're having us go to classes between sessions. A session.
Yep.
Yeah. Much like Scary, I cannot say word.
Words hard.
Problem is, I'm not stupid. Like, I'm incredibly smart.
Yeah, me too. And intelligence, big.
16 intelligence, motherfucker.
Pretty good. I'm 6'5".
Only.
Roll for brains.
Oh, no, thank you.
Wait, so how many days do we have until that?
3.
3 days till we have to go to the church, right? Okay.
Is there any, like, quest things at the job board in the guild thing that we could do that are, like, within 3 days? I'm not gonna lie, I want to fight something. Like,
Yeah.
that's.
Let me just pull up the quest really quickly for the stuff that I've already had.
Cool,
Not
cool,
gonna
cool.
lie,
Like,
I want to fight
like there's
something.
usually some sort of like goblin quests. You usually have one of those up. I don't know.
Did
Could
we
always
do
leave.
this? No.
Could go to
I
the
mean,
church.
I have most of the information. I don't have the book that I would need, but I don't, like the lady said, I wouldn't get the information from a written source. So I'll still want to get the book because it'll have information, but
You do still have a task by the librarian.
what is it?
It is about the doors. The doors are still acting up.
Oh, yeah. No idea.
Let's go open some doors.
She suspects that it might have to do with the doors, telemetry in the basement.
To the basement.
Yeah, just that never ending.
Never.
love
Not in any horror movie. Not in any horror movie whatsoever has this gone terribly wrong. Alright, let's go to the basement.
As you enter the basement, you see
To the basement.
corpses everywhere. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
Oh, yes.
I'm kidding.
Damn it.
Could have been great.
was
No.
excited about
I was
it.
playing
We're
into
just
that
at
horror
a
thing.
we're at a fucking college and a bunch of the fucking basements just with dead bodies. What the fuck is going on?
Scary will remember the frickin' shrine.
Murder high.
Yeah, I'm just like,
If you remember the shrine from Chance's past, that
Oh,
was a thing. Child corpses everywhere.
Oh.
It's so hot. I'm sorry. It's so hot. Anyways, in the
Not
basement.
something to say after child corpses everywhere.
oh yeah.
I know, right? It's so hot in here. Oh, I'm burning in
Corpses
hell.
everywhere. It's so hot. Man. Fuck.
Oh god. Oh, I'm roasting alive here. No,
I think I've got a fever. I'm pitching a 10 over here, guys. What?
Okay, that got done real quick.
Alright, well.
I'll be right back.
Damn it, you can't. I'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
right back
shit.
after that fucking sentence. You don't know.
What a time.
You just leave me hanging with that.
Alright, I switched my fan. That feels much better. I was originally blowing out hot air, but now I'm just blowing in cooler air from outside.
Ooh.
Okay.
Spicy.
Feels so
That's
much
what she
better.
said.
I was literally just like sweating here in my chair. I just like couldn't take it anymore. So as you enter the basement, you see a telemetry and a bunch of different gadgets of all types of arcane intentions. One of which is in the center, you see a giant orb that depicts the planet that Nari sits on. And you see a small, like, sun going around it. You see a whole bunch of things. Some things are connected, other things aren't. And she's like, you see how those things aren't connected? They should be, but Sidrick is now dead and I have no idea how to connect it. If you would figure it out, he might have left it in that manual. And you see a book about a foot thick just sitting on a table.
I'll take a crack at it.
I push the guys out of the way. I'm like, let me handle this. I'm a genius.
I'm gonna go open the book. I'm gonna go.
No, you guys cannot go into the place. There are ruins. There are placards with runes engraved onto them. Underneath of that is a lever, and there are a total of 8 of these.
Sorry.
Could I do some kind of like investigation or arcana? They're exactly the same role, but investigation or arcana to see if I could figure this out?
Sure.
Me trying to be a genius as well. Can I try to also do a investigation?
Yep.
Right.
Dirty 20. Yes, skills. Oh wow. You with your +0, that's just a 15 roll. You actually got better on the dice than me.
Get wrecked.
Yeah, but I have a +6, so suck my nut.
Wow,
So,
+0.
from the placards, 2 of them look pristine, as if they were never been touched. All of these runes are of the elements. The same elements that Sidrick was collecting. Earth, fire, water, air, mystic, light, and dark. As well as another one that simply on the placard says Master Reset.
I hit the button that says Master Reset.
Everything turns off, turns back on, and you hear a kind of groggily automated voice say, "Stable connection needed. Please enter pattern."
It's a pattern game.
Oh fuck. I wasn't there. Damn it.
You didn't have to be.
No, I was gonna ask if the 8 runes besides the Master Reset, the other ones were all in the same order as the order that's in his room.
Well, his
But I
room was
wasn't-
circular,
Yeah.
so there was no real order to it. Oh, you mean in a line? No, they're all... So, on the top 4 is fire, earth, air, and water. The bottom 3, to the left-hand side, is light, dark, and mystic. And then that final one is just a Master Reset.
Okay.
Catface goes over to the book and goes, I think we should read this, though. I mean...
Yeah, I was thinking at this point we need the
even if we
book.
flip through it, we might find the combination scribbled on a margin somewhere.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you... Who's gonna try to find the stuff in the book?
Probably best idea for me to.
Roll an intelligence check.
If I can I give him the help action, so he can get advantage on this if at
Sure.
All right, cool.
Cool. Just a flat intelligence. Ooh, dirty 20.
Nice.
Hey.
The other
As you go through, you recognize that some words are mentioned more than others. Fire, water, air, earth, and mystic are all mentioned more than the other elements.
Is there a most to least, or was that the order?
No, they're all mentioned more equally.
Wait, so is dark and light just tiefling and ASMR?
No.
Dark
Okay.
is.
I was confused.
Dark is it's in its element form, actual physical darkness.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna be like necrotic and radiant. shit like that.
When you have an orb of each of them, they give that effect. But in
Okay.
essence, they are essentially what it means to be darkness and what it means to be light.
All right. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, they're like a base element form, such as fire, earth, and water, and
Okay.
air.
I just want to make sure. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna push those ones that were mentioned.
Is Mystic the one that we sort of took to be chaos?
Yes,
it's
that
more
was
of
the
chaotic.
wild.
It's more of it's more of the chaotic nature of magic itself.
Yeah, just raw power.
Yeah.
Got it.
Essentially, it's raw magic.
Yeah.
Power of raw.
Raw.
Anyways,
Smackdown versus
you
Raw.
do each of them, and then what?
I do those, and then I'll do the rest of them. So, like, in that order, essentially. So I'll do those ones first.
Once you hit, let's go light, for example, because that one wasn't one.
Yeah.
The automated voice comes up. Wrong password implemented. Please reset using the master reset.
Hmm.
Wait, so what did you click? You clicked
I
you
clicked
clicked all
the-
the normal elements and then mystic, right? And then you clicked light, and then it said wrong.
Yes. I believe so.
Oh my god! All right.
Use your brains.
My god. Is it mystic first?
Wait, so you said there's the orb with the thing with Nari, and you said there's the sun. Which connections do we see that are missing on the orb thing?
They are not labeled.
But is there like a certain color or something like that?
When
like
the
a vibe we
crystals
can do?
aren't connected to each other, the ending crystals are red. The crystals that are connected to other things Agreed.
Okay.
So we'll do the master reset thing. When we hit the buttons, does anything change with the lights for the base color ones?
No.
Okay. What happens if we hit just dark first? It'll just immediately... No?
Nothing happens.
Okay. It doesn't cut me off?
Yeah, it didn't say wrong. Oh.
I'll go. So it was. I went dark, and then. So there's. I'll go dark, then earth, then water. And then mystic, air, fire.
Wrong
When
password implemented.
Okay, hold on. So I said dark, earth, water, mystic, and then when I said air or fire, it went
Air.
Air. So it's a mix of 5. So I'll do reset and then the earth, water, mystic, air, fire.
Wrong password entered.
I'm
Sorry,
just going
you caught
to
me
try
off guard for a moment as I was like, wait, how many is that again?
That's 5. That's 5.
Couldn't count.
Dude, I was like, Jesus Christ, did you guess the thing?
No.
You just guessed it out of nowhere.
No, that wasn't entirely a guess, because if we include dark and light, then it's going from dark to light.
Like a
So it's
spectrum.
going- Yeah. I was
So
putting
wait,
it in
the maximum amount of things or the maximum amount of runes you can have is 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So mystic would be neutral, effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said mystic is in the middle? Because you gave 2 and then you said mystic and then you gave another 2.
Yeah, I put mystic in the middle.
And that seemed to work. It's the last 2. Like, I'm sure both times you said air then fire at the end.
So if I do fire, then air.
Yeah, I
Oh, you
think
did
that.
that. Oh, wait, did you
I think-
not?
No, I thought you did air then fire, and then you did air then fire again.
Oh, so if I do fire, then air? I'll
So
try
what,
it
dark-
fire, then I'll do, yeah, the earth,
Oh,
earth, water, mystic, fire, air.
Wrong password entered.
Shit.
Maybe it ends on light, because you said about the spectrum. If it starts with dark, surely it would end with light. And fire is the closest
Thing to light. So
Fire and
maybe... Yeah, I don't know whether to go with earth or water for closer to dark, because those are more...
I'd say water, because if you think black, blue, purple, red, white.
So if we go dark, then water, then mystic, then fire, then light.
Wrong password entered.
So we know the most common ones said were the base elementals and mystic. Right?
Mhm.
From the book, it's the base elements and mystic that were the ones that were mentioned the most.
Yep.
So actually, if there were base elements and mystic that were mentioned the most, darkness and light wouldn't be in it at all.
Yeah.
Because there's 4 elements in mystic.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking it was those, and it's 5 runes.
So, mystic.
Unless...
Wrong password entered.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. No. I... Give me a second.
Do you want to do a check or something?
While the guys have been doing this, Nox would probably have been flicking through the book.
Okay, here's the
Can you
order.
roll
I'm
me
putting it in.
a investigation check, Nox?
Like people, this is impossible.
I'm gonna do
4.
water, earth, fire, air, and then mystic.
Wrong code entered.
Damn it! Do you guys want to know what I was trying?
Isn't that like the 5th element?
It's from Avatar. Nope.
You know what? Maybe this is all just some kind of joke. It's fucking Avatar.
Nox, you don't find anything. Let me roll for... Because Catface
You
is
roll.
with you.
Or
Catface goes... When you flip to a page, Catface goes, wait! And you're at the beginning of the book, and he's like, what's that? And he points to a circled letter, and it is the letter F.
So it's fire first.
I would then,
Try and look for other circled letters.
yeah, I would start searching through, specifically looking for circled letters.
If the first one's at the beginning of the book, just turn to like a quarter of the book and search around there, and then a half, and then last quarter, and then the last page, or last thing.
I suppose I would, so if F was at the beginning, I would go to the very back of the book and start working backwards to see if there was one there, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me...
So that
how many people are watching for this?
I'm gonna do this too.
Both of you roll investigation.
21.
So, Nox, you find circled F, and then as you go to the back of the book, M, A, W, E.
So in total, it's FEWAM.
Mm-hmm.
So fire, earth, water, air, mist.
The password has been entered correctly. Please
And I
stand
say-
by for initialization.
I say FWAM. Do I turn into a giant dude with a lightning bolt on his chest?
No.
Oh,
As
terrible.
you see initialization start, you see as the planet starts to rotate to its rear, and as its rear comes forward, you see an alcove. And you see the sun swing around, and as it swings around, you see the wall, that kind of half wall in front of you with the glyphs and the levers, part sway, and a bridge coming from both sides connect.
Walk towards it? Right, guys?
Let's go already.
Alright, I walk towards it.
Let's...
As you go across, you can see all the connections being made, and every one of the crystals below you turning green. And then you hear the automated voice goes, "Initialization completed. Yen Sidrick, welcome."
Yeah, that's me.
As you reach into the surface that you came from kind of closes on itself. And you see an image of Yen Sidrick kind of made out of magic in a way. And he
It's like a hologram.
looks to Nox as the only person he recognizes and goes, "Welcome, Nox, and others." Wait, I gotta get this deep voice again. "Welcome, Nox, and others. I am sure you are wondering why I am here. Why this platform called out. I am the one who deliberately sabotaged our door system in the hope that you and your companions would come down here. When you go into the theocracy of the Saviors, I had wished to give you a gift. However, if it is this hologram that is giving you this gift, then I am most surely dead. So I have kept it here, in the event that if I was dead, you may retrieve it." And part of the floor opens up and a chest rises from the floor. As you open the chest are rings.
I'd like to investigate. I'm gonna pick one up and investigate it. Or Arcana it? Magic? It doesn't matter, they're both the same.
As well as a small gem that would clip onto a collar.
Nox with a grin. Failed to act.
Please do an Arcana check, Scary.
Fantastic. 11.
Well, it doesn't take much to discover what these are. The gem and the rings are rings of mind shielding. The hologram kind of flashes back and says, "I hope you will use this in your travels. I must let you know, though, these rings are highly illegal within the theocracy. Do not make them apparent to anyone. I personally have added a slight charm to them. A disguising charm. Mechanics time. For you to activate the disguising charm on the rings, the gem does not get it because the gem just looks like an ordinary kind of gem that you'd put on a cat's collar. Or like a bell or something like that. But in order to activate the ring's invisibility or cloaking capability, you will have to spend a bonus action to do so.
How long does it last?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Oh damn, that is...
Wow. No,
All
that's...
your power, Yen Sidrick. What do you call this?
It's once a day? Or once?
It is twice a day.
What, dude? What the fuck?
2 minutes a day we can hide these. Hands in pockets, people.
Oh, that is.
Or you know, just
It recharges, or?
At sunrise.
twice a day, yeah.
Okay. Jesus, there's 2 of them.
2 charges.
There are 2 charges.
Okay, no.
There's rings for everyone.
Oh.
Good to fix the jam to the gun's collar.
I had instructed the librarian not to inform you of this until the time had come when you are about to venture into the theocracy. However, I have also told her the code, so hopefully you guys did not have a hard time getting here. I will see you in the beyond. And it fades out.
A nice amount of volunteer, that's a reach.
Yeah, super helpful.
She's like, he never told me that. I don't know if he was planning on telling me what the code was, but he didn't tell me what the code was. And if he's referring to the old librarian, she died when the building was falling from the sky. A bookcase fell on her.
Jesus.
That does have a way of complicating life.
Oh, that's messed up. Killed the bookcase.
Dude, I can't even.
She loved what she did.
Dude, bookcase rolled a nat 20 on killing the.
Dude.
Yo.
No, they say live by the sword, die by the sword. He lived by the book and died by the book.
Anyways, how are we supposed to get out of here? The thing closed itself?
Portal should be working properly.
We'll figure it out.
True. You see the floor start to part of you have to like readjust how you're standing because it's just going now to stairs. The entire floor going downwards.
The basement has a basement.
God.
So
intricate.
How much deeper does this go?
As you go down, you find on the table
A goblin.
a small pouch and a letter.
I read the letter.
Pick up the pouch.
And I give the help action to both of them.
Knox, you pick up the pouch, and as you open it, you can see this currency is not of what you normally have. Scary, as you read the letter, you can see it is written by Sidrick, and it says, I forgot to mention, I am giving you a bit of pocket change within the theocracy. They do not use the currency that other nations use, and so if you try to use said currency, you'd probably be thrown in jail. So here you go. This is equivalent to 50 gold.
Wait. We have like 2 people that are missing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's. Oh, that'd only be enough to like. We wouldn't be able to buy the things there. We'd be able to buy food and
Shelter.
rooms. Yeah. That's it. Cool.
Don't add
Basically,
in that 50
it's
gold
business
yet.
on a holiday.
What did you say?
Don't
I'm
add that.
telling what's it called, Knox, to not add that 50 gold yet.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I figured it'd be more of an inventory thing than actual currency.
Yes. It's going to be a custom item. And to the side of the whatchamacallit, the table is a door.
Zalgan, go open the door.
Going. Check this
Dude.
I'm going to add it to your equipment, Knox.
Cheers.
So if you refresh, it should be there. I just want to make sure it went through. Yep. Alright. As you open the door, you are exiting the clock tower.
Amazing.
Exit.
Hey, librarian, we found the way out.
Oh, good. I must get back into the library. She opens a door right next to the other door and enters back into the library.
Hold on, get back here.
Yes.
Where's the reward?
Oh, yes, it's at my desk. Come with me.
Ah, great. Is it the key to the restricted section?
Sadly, no.
Oh,
I would still need a letter from your teacher, or a teacher, or faculty member. But anyways, we did save quite a bit for you three. And she plops down 75 gold of normal currency. So that'd be 25 each.
Okay.
money!
Most of this
Money!
was from Sidrick, but I also added a little bit of my own, since this has been quite bothersome and causing a lot of
Nice.
stress.
Nice lady money! Let's go!
Quick question.
Yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
For the DM.
Yes.
Is she hot?
Channel switch.
Yep. What do you need?
Is she hot?
Oh my god.
This is more of a, are you sure you want to continue this with Skari? Is
Oh,
this
no,
really his
I'm not doing
character?
this with- No, it's not. I'm asking for Zelgan's sake.
I'm asking for a friend.
Roll, please.
Me or Zelgan? Because this is about him. I've got a-
Zolgan, roll Constitution. Or Charisma.
Constitution?
Charisma.
What's
God, how bad is it?
Charisma!
Oh,
I
much
meant
better.
charisma!
Gotta
It's
hold
a
his
10.
stomach.
It's a 10. No. No.
She
Oh, God.
is... She's okay. To everyone else, she's butt ugly. But she's decent to you.
Sheesh. Alright.
But to everyone else, she's like a 2 out of 20.
God. That's amazing. Ugh.
No, I can't do that shit anymore. I've got like whole dead wife thing going on and all that, so... Oh,
I
wait.
didn't ask. This I'm so
Yeah, wow. In putting out more than anything? So, you guys get back to your dorms as another day has gone by. And now there is just one more day left before you venture into the theocracy.
So no fight?
No fight this week.
Damn it,
But
goblins.
a lot of
killing goblins.
RP XP.
Run up
I
on a
will
goblin.
say that. You will get a lot of RP XP.
Are we getting
Okay.
14,000 RP
No.
XP? Oh.
No.
Are we getting like
13999.
Are we getting like 1,000? Because like we're a long way away from level 6, my guy.
Like 30 years.
I think we did the math, and it was over 20,000 sessions if we go with the 200 XP for session thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. XP starts to get really difficult at this stage.
So, for trauma being induced by the cat lady, and Nox solving Muros, and you guys figuring out all that stuff, I'm gonna give you a generous amount this time. I'm gonna give you a total of
3.
900.
Oh,
Dude,
oh my
it
god.
was 900. 900 is pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about 900.
You guys did some
900.
great RP the entire session, so you guys deserve it.
Yay.
Fatty.
And that is where we're going to leave it for this session. Definitely watch the VOD, you three, because I'm going to be editing this a lot. I have a lot of notes for a lot of different things. So definitely watch the VOD. Anyways,
All
we
right.
will see you all later. Goodbye.
Peace out. Nay, nay, moment.